Hello, and welcome to Nova's Close Plan feature video, where we're going to talk about Nova's Close Plan feature. Now, for certified plans, the Nova Close Plan feature may be used to indicate to the certifying authority that the project has completed or will no longer execute. So we use the Close Plan feature in the following three scenarios. One, your project has completed and fully expended the budget. Two, your project was executed for a period of time, but will end with unspent budget. Or three, your plan was certified, but your project was never started, and you desire to free up the allocated funds to be used for another project. So in all three of these cases, we're going to use the closed plan feature. So let's go through that here in our Nova safe environment and show you how this works out. So what you're going to do is go into your certified plan, and in the upper right, you're going to have the close plan button, which is directly to the right of the uncertified button. So we're going to click on this button and we're going to read through the guidance and complete. So by clicking submit, you're going to confirm that you would like to close this plan. Once the closure is approved, no further updates to any plan related data will be allowed, including budget adjustments and or fiscal reporting. So be certain that budgets are correct and all fiscal reporting is submitted and approved before submitting this request. Now, keep in mind that Nova does not allow zero budgets. So if you had previously certified a plan with an allocation amount inside, this plan was no longer going to be used, you can't go in and adjust the budget to zero. You can leave the budget as is and just complete the fiscal reporting with zero expenditures and then come through the close plan feature, and you'll be able to get those unallocated funds back into the budget and use for another project. So let's go through the actual process of closing a plan. So we have the closure type for projects that did not start or did not achieve their goals. You're going to select plan not completed. And for those that did achieve their goals, you're going to choose plan completed. So you have two options there. And then you have funds expended. If all the money has been spent, you're going to choose funds have been fully expended. If money remains or was never spent at all, you're going to choose funds not fully expended. Now, when we choose funds remaining, that is if you still have some left in your budget, the funds remaining section is only required if a budget remains, and you're going to explain what would be done with the unspent funds. So if you allocated 100,000 and only used 90, that unspent funds, you're going to explain what's going to be done with those. Now, when we have a situation where the plan's not completed, we have the or plan completed, and you have the outcome summary. You're going to provide a brief summary of the outcomes of the project, or you're going to enter project not started if the project was not started and there are no expenditures. So we're going to choose plan not completed and funds have not been fully our funds have been fully expended. In this situation, we're actually going to put project not started because we need to reallocate these funds. So project not started. Then we have the actual plan end date. Select the actual end date of the project. The date you select will dictate how much fiscal reporting will be required. Now, the system calculates valid dates based on the starting year of the plan and any fiscal reporting that may have already been completed. If your project was never started and you're closing it to free up funds, select the earliest date Nova suggests. This will require the least amount of zero fiscal reporting to be completed at the very minimum. 1 year fiscal reporting will be required to close your project since reporting is cumulative. So since it's going to add up, you do have to put in a minimum of 1 year, but again, you're going to put zero in there so that none of your funds are accumulated, or your funds are expended, I should say. So we're going to choose the earliest date, which this was for one that was previously, I think it was 2021. So we choose the end date. And when you do this, you're going to submit your closed plan request. Now, upon submitting, NOVA will notify the certifying authority and display to you a detailed summary of the project at the time of closure submit. It will alert you to any outstanding reporting that is required for the closure request to be approved and show expenditures on any remaining budget. If reporting is incomplete, you must first complete and certify that fiscal report before the certifying authority can approve the close request. So once you do submit, then the last step would be approval for the closure. Now, once fiscal reporting is complete, the certifying authority will be able to approve your closure request. Once approved, one of the following will happen. If you spent all your budget, the project status will be set to closed. If you spent some of your budget, but not all, the budget total will be adjusted to equal your certified expenditures total, and any remaining funds will be unencumbered and available for other projects. The project status will be set to closed. And third, if you spent none of your budget and reported zero expenditures, the budget will be adjusted to zero and all the remaining funds will be unencumbered and available for other projects. And also the project status will be set to close. Now, if your closure request is rejected, NOVA will send an email from the certifying authority that explains why your plan will be returned to certified status and any budget you intended to free up will remain encumbered. You may resubmit your closure request after addressing any recommendations from the certifying authority, and the process will begin again. If the certifying authority has not addressed your request as quickly as you would like, you may send them a reminder through NOVA by clicking on Send a Reminder button on the preview page. This will generate an email and an in-app notification to the certifying authority. But if the original request was missed, you may want to contact them another way to ensure your request is addressed. And if you have any other questions, you can always contact the NOVA Help Desk, send in a ticket, or you can contact the program support team as well if you have any program specific questions. I hope you enjoyed this video and you have a great day.